Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So this video is one of the weekly astrological reads that I'm doing, and I'm up to Libra now. So this is for Libra. Today is, is Wednesday, the 13th of May. So this will go in through until next Wednesday, which is I think the 19th. I'll just double check on that. The week has gone, the 20th, next week on Wednesday. So we'll go through until the 20th of May 2020. So on saying that, you may see this reading, you may come across this reading in about a 6 months time, a year's time or whatever, and it might make sense to you then. So in a way it is timeless. So even because though it's got this time date, I've kind of like time stamped it. It is actually timeless if it makes sense to you. Wonderful. Just want to also reiterate too that these are general reads, so you may or may not understand them right now, or they might not resonate with you. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, just leave it out. But just keep in mind though that because these are forecasts, that so they could be, like I say, they are timeless. So in a way, so it could make more sense to you like later on during the week rather than right now. Okay, so don't throw it totally outside of the basket. Anyway, so the other thing is I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, I invite you to do that now while I remember to say that. And also like and leave a comment and or share the video if it resonates with you and if you think it would be helpful for somebody else to hear. Okay, that's the other thing. And also thank you for if you also want to keep in touch with it and with me through this way. You may be watching this, sorry, kind of lost track of everything. They're starting to talk to me. So it's like, hang on a minute. So you may also be watching this on Facebook too. So if you are, and you'd rather follow me over on Facebook, you just, either like my page and or follow me on there. Let me see, where are we going? I think I need to do, if that's all I need to do. So the other thing is going back to whether it resonates with you or not, is like check out your other signs too. So there may be, other planets that you, not planets, planets, okay, they go to moving into planets because we just got into Saturn. So you may be, like for instance, I know this is Libra, but Libra is actually, when I go look on my astrological chart, my energy also connects with Libra in my emotional sign, which is in my moon sign. So sometimes I will check out what they might say too if I'm not fully getting it, even if it's, some of whatever my general read will be with Gemini, and it kind of does make sense, but sometimes I will check out another one. So that's what I mean by that. So there is I've included a link to a website that has a calculator on it. So if you want to check out what your chart says about that, so you can have a peruse or listen to or watch somebody else, one of your other astrological signs there if they're in alignment to another, I keep wanting to say planet for some reason. Anyway, another sign. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I think why I'm saying that, because I'm just getting it from spirit now, is because people have different ways of viewing what their other signs are called. So in that sense. So anyway, stop babbling. So there may be something that maybe like when I'm just going back and forth there a bit and like not quite getting out what I want to say there, and spirit coming in and it. So you may be distracted by somebody else that is around you, or somebody's else with other things, and it's like, what the hell do you want me to do with that information? It's like, come on now, you sort that out. So you may be having like that sort of thing or going on around you, whether it be in work or at home. It's like, well, you know what? I think you can sort that out yourself, and I'm not going to take on any more responsibility than what I need to. So it's kind of, it's like, but it's what I'm hearing, what Spirit is saying, is about you stepping back and allowing people to do whatever it is that they have to do, because it's their journey, not yours. Your journey is part of, stepping back. And sometimes people, things may seemingly like fall over, but it's like, it's for them to sort out, and it's like for you to sort out too, why, what, where, and how, what is going. So what is happening for you. But then it allows, because I could just see like when, you know, and I know for myself, when I have allowed other people to go on their journey, and it's about allowing what irks you about it, what lifts you about it, you know, or whatever it is that's going on for you, and where does that concern come from, and that sort of thing. So it's about, sometimes we have to like step back, and so we can move on to our project or our life, our whatever it is going on, to our journey, whatever is going on for you, to take the next steps for you, or for us, for ourselves. So you will notice too, by the way, that so I'm just going to turn this light on, that I talk as if I am, I say us or we, and I am actually a Gemini, so, but my strongest sense is an empath. So when I do these readings, I actually get the energy, blend into the energy, and I talk as though I am that side, you know. So it's okay. That's what I mean by that. So, and it may be that you too are quite empathic too. So it's about reminding yourself that, you know, you may be picking up on others, you know, things, which is why we sometimes get into, we can misread what is ours and what is not ours, you know, that we take on, and our energy is, or something going on with us. Like it could be anxiety, it could be frustration, can be like amplified, or as, you know, with yours, and make it more than what it is. So it's not that case all the time. So it's about checking in, because I've got this like checking in with yourself. So I'm just hearing with like, and this card fell out because I wasn't actually going to start with these cards, but this card fell out and it's check. And what I'm getting in is like checking in with yourself, and checking in with like with yourself, as in within life, and where it is that you want to go. When there's that thing about where do you want to go, where do you want to be, what do you want to have, you know, do, be, or have in your life, and or give in your life, as in that sense. So the other card that is coming through is Sun. So some of you may have a Sun that you may be dealing with, or a male energy that you may be dealing with. So whether you're a female energy, whether you're a mother or a father, either way, if you're listening to this, that you may be dealing with, it's giving you this pain in the neck at the moment, or this pain in the butt. So I want to just go to these, or these cards are actually the angel cards that I've created, or the angel and I've created actually. Remember these messages or words in there that resonate with whatever is going on. So something maybe. So there's this kind of like toing and froing sort of energy, this confusion, and this like, what is going on? What is actually going on? Where am I going? What am I doing? And it's not in a, it's like more in a, it's not like in an anxious way. Okay, it's just like, I feel like there's like you, and you're sitting there, and just like watching the world go on around you, and it's like, where do I fit in? How do I fit into this? And you know, in that sort of sense, it's like, because things are not for a lot of you out there, are not what you're not seeing things in the way that you used to see things. So there's been a shift, or a couple of shifts in these last 6-7 weeks while we've been in lockdown here, and moving into level 3. Now we're in level 2 here in New Zealand. So it's like, wow, you know, actually, you know, and some things I feel, some of this shift, I don't feel like you've actually noticed within you, and now you are noticing it this week. So even more so for some of yous. Some of you may not actually get that until maybe the end of the week. And I mean, I know for myself, even with Saturn has gone into retrograde this on Monday, and Spirit gave me a heads up. But they're also talking about, I think Neptune is in retrograde in Pisces as well. And there's a few planets that have actually gone into or in retrograde at the moment. But the two that will come up for me, and I'm sharing it with you because one, you may resonate with this, is Saturn and Neptune. And that, so I'm not going to go into too much depth with that. On my Facebook page, actually, I posted up a link, and it gives you an idea about what Saturn is about going into retrograde, because it does affect all of us in some way or form, depending on where our astrological chart lies with our with the signs that we are connected to. Ooh, cool. Anyway, so I have lots of guides and energies here today, and they're want to get going, and I just feel like there's a part of you about wanting to get going, yet you're feeling slowed down. Okay, but you're not slowed down, and this is what Saturn is kind of doing, is, you know, things may seem a little bit slowed down, but things are still moving. It's just giving you a bit of a time to scope things out, basically. So that's cool, because and it's quite interesting because I've got my eyes wide open. It's like your eyes are more wide open to seeing things now. I just noticed that, and they just made me notice that, and it's like, oh, okay. So, and you're starting to get these, my mannerisms a little bit different. It's like, oh, I get that now. And it's like, for some of you, it's like, yeah, oh, I get that now. And it's like, there's a happier buzz about it, because it's like, there may have been a time when you were like really down, or, you know, your energy might have gone down, but it's like, and you might have been a bit down on yourself, but now it's like you're starting to realize things that actually, you know, and it's like these aha moments, you know, and it's like, whoa, and it happens as quick as that, and it's out of the blue sometimes, and it's like, whoa. So anyway, these two cards come out of the Energy Oracle deck that I'm using here, created by Sandra and Taylor. Angel of Love. So this is number 4. Okay, so that's number 49, sorry, in the deck. So love. So there's something about love, and I feel like, because love, feeling like there's more security in you, in the way that you're thinking about, and, you know, with love for yourself. And this is about, because it's, you know, this is why they're talking about checking in with yourself. Sometimes we forget to love ourselves, and we go, when things are coming up, we're processing things, or we're in the middle of things, it's like, actually, you know what, it comes back to me. And then that's why they're talking about checking in and self-love. And it's sometimes that self-love is about stepping back and allowing us to go on our own journey, whatever that may be, whatever that learning is. And then when we kind of get down on ourselves, it's like bringing it back to that self-love. However, with whatever is going on around you now, even more so, you know, that may be heightened at the moment, is there's something to do with it coming to an end, because like with these epiphany moments and things like that, and you may have 2 or 3 things going on with some of you, and that are kind of interconnected with whatever the main theme is that's going on now. So which is why there's like this ping, 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 like, and I thought, oh my God. And anyway, so 49 is in there. So the Angel of Love is with you to help you to bring in that energy of self-love and love in general, you know, and just emanating out more love within your workplace, within your home. Because when we go to that space, it's like, it's really empowering. So she's bringing around that energy for you. Then there's something that is, you know, coming to an end with, like I say, because it's number 9 is, and they're 49. And 4 is about security and direction, security in the direction with you're going. So, okay, I'm hearing like for some reason I'm drawn to like north, whether it's north, east, west, south, or whatever. So it could be like there may be something about you moving or shifting that has brought something up, or you're wanting or you're contemplating movement, and you're not sure where that's going. It's throwing everything, you know, out of the basket, basically. And for some of you might have actually thrown your your shit out of the cot, you know, as well. So so they're just, you know, coming back, bringing yourself back to you, finding, you know, connecting in with that love-based energy and checking in with yourself. Okay, cool. So really interesting. But it's also about creating foundation. It could be that this move, whether it be physically and or spiritually, you know, and emotionally or even mentally, what's going on there, the whole kit and caboodle, but is, you know, because even soulfully, there's something, it's like your soul is yearning for something, and it's like helping you to push things out or pull things out of you, and, you know, to look at for you, that helps you. And it's like maybe a little bit uncomfortable and challenging for you, that you may need to move, or you you know, and it may not be like right now, you you may need to shift or move, create a shift in the way that you're thinking, or like a physical move. It might be, you know, emotionally, you know, and the way that you're thinking. Spiritually, you may be challenged by what you're thinking now to what you used to think and feel, and do, and, you know, behave or be, or whatever it is. So it could be like a job or a career that may be like, and just like I say, a movement out of the country even in time to come. So and you're like, oh, okay. So it's like, it may, yeah, so it's like not to and of course, it's like some of the lead, going back to, like, there's for some of you it may mean threatening. The word threatening comes up, the foundation and the security that you are in right now. Okay, you know, financially, and, you know, and just you're comfortable. So Spirit, I feel like Spirit, you know, and I've, like, for a lot of us, obviously with this, you know, COVID-19, it's like made us rethink a lot of things about what is going on in this world, with ourselves, and, you know, and how do we fit into it, basically. And so there are some things and decisions I feel like you maybe be making with this 49 coming up. So anyway, the next card is they're wanting to move on. Okay, so it's like, oh, okay, so that's part of the message. So they're wanting to move on, and maybe some of you are really wanting to move on, but you've just got this little bit of a glitch here that you're trying to work through, and it's like, yeah, okay. And so it's like, maybe not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. So that's a strategy or a game plan that is kind of maybe needing to be put into place. You know, how am I going to do that, when it's going to happen, and put some goals or a vision up, get your vision out, or a vision board that's going. So the other thing is, like, see, then there, okie dokie. So door to personal healing and happiness. So that's number 34 in the deck. Okay, and it's you know, 3 is about balance, so it's about finding that balance in life, and 4 again with the security and and the foundation. And it's not just about the financial side, it's all encompassing everything about where you are in life. And it's, you know, but it's like something is not, it's time to move or shift or do something new or different in some sort of a way towards where it is, where you're wanting to go. So even though Saturn is in and it's kind of slowing things a bit down, and Neptune's in, and there's I can't remember what the other ones are, but have a little search on Google it anyway, or YouTube or something like that. And if I find a link, I'll put something up that has a really nice explanation of it. So it's like, you know, but I feel like some of you will already feel that movement anyway, about what is going on around you, and how it could fit in with you. So gosh, the energy is really, I'm just looking at the tarot cards. I haven't touched them until now, so I'm just seeing what might come out of there for you as well, because I haven't really and this is the thing, it's like, even for me, there are things like there are changes, and so they've just given me this want me to share with you, like, even like with these, I don't see myself using these as often and as I was or have been, so it's like, and it's like Spirit gave me a time to, like, have a to-do with them, explore them, and get to know them a little bit more, and see if I, you know, get the feel for it, and things change, you know, and so and they're one part of the ability or the skill or whatever, and what of my learning that which has been an amazing learning with these, to help me go further on my path, whatever that is, you know, extending my knowledge, but just like with you, okay? And it's also bringing out something else in me as well. So that's really interesting that they make me pick up these cards. So, and there's lots of changes. So they're bringing in something new, and they're also wanting you to bring out something old. An old skill, an old knowing, to blend in with the new, okay? So and bring out something new. So we'll bring out something, when I say old, okay, it will be old to make us learn, because this is what happens, like, when our past things happen, and have things that have been, like, it's a skill that you may have used in the past. It's like and I notice, like, there's things that I knew that I used to do, and with like skills and you know, that I used to use way back in the day when I was younger, that I'm using now. Not just with my my reading work, but just around the home, and things my father had told me, have taught me, my mother has taught me, and things like that. And it's like I've popped them away for a little bit because I didn't really need to so much use them, or even like when I was younger, when my children were younger. It's like there's things that are coming back to remind you to bring into whatever it is that you're moving through or forward with in this new future. Okay, and some of them are like, okay, for instance, I used to do a lot of art therapy. I did an art therapy course years ago, and I did a little bit of art. I'm not an artist as such, but but I've always enjoyed doing a little scribble here and a little draw a picture here and there, and I've kind of got it and done it, but I've not explored it any further. So anyway. I've started dabbling with that again, but been drawn to doing another form of art, and learning that to bring together and bring out something within me, different. But it means that I've got to like study and learn something new and have a play with things. So, which is really cool, because it's like there's something about playing as well, bringing out. And allowing yourself to play with things, allowing yourself to learn and play with things, like as when we were younger, and not be self-limiting to what we may have thought, or from beliefs that were told to us when we were younger. So there's an old new skill coming out that has been brought out for a lot of you, probably in some way or form. Just using art or some form of art that could be for you. I don't know, whatever it is. It could be like horse riding. It could be playing an instrument. It could be walking in the bush. I don't know, but just like, yeah, whatever it is for you. So I'm just like these tarot cards here. I'm looking around. Okay, so there's something to do. The Two of Swords has popped out, and the Two of Swords is like tension and anxiety. But see, she's got two swords and she's blindfolded. So there's some sort of decision that you're maybe needing to make, and you may be of two minds of something, and it's like, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes and throw a dart or something like that, and just get going. But and that's where that is what is creating this this anxiety or this tension that is around you. Is like or this energy, upset energy. When I say upset, not necessarily crying, but upset. It's like everything is like a little bit scattered or wavy, however you see it. But so there is obviously a decision or some choice that you may be needing to look at making in some way or form. Some of you, it may be that you can actually do two of them, and it may be that it's not so much doing it all right now, but it may be something part-time on the side of your work, say, and your main job or something. If you're looking at or giving up work, or changing your job or something like that, or changing where you live. Like I say, it's some things may not happen. For some of you, it may not happen overnight, but there's a plan or a schedule, or a goal, game plan or goal or vision board that you need to put up. It may be, okay? Anyway, just saying. So the thing is too, when we, start to make these decisions, it opens up doors for other things to come in. And so there's the Ace of, Swords, Pentacles there. So there's some sort of, and see, look, there's a gift that comes out of the blue. Okay. out of the clouds, something or someone, somehow something's going to come to you out of the blue. Because look at that hand, it comes out of the clouds, or somebody's just going to come out and give you something. Could be information that maybe leading towards, you know, making this decision here. So then you can make that decision. But I wouldn't be surprised because this has come after it, that, you know, it's because you make your decision, decide it, you get this information here, okay? And it's like, because it takes away the pressure of making a decision, because you made a decision. And like what Spirit is saying is like, you know what, you could always make another decision, you know, at the end of the day. But there is some sort of a gift or a financial opportunity that will come up, and it's by the look of it, because this card has come up. Look at that, isn't it amazing? So when we, yeah, okay, it's gone all quiet now, so I think I need to be quiet. So that's obviously all I have for you today, because it's just gone quiet. So for this week, okay, so where we're going, yeah, so anyway, I'll leave that with you for now. And like I say, it may not make total sense to you right now, but if it does, wonderful, and just, you know, keep it in mind if it doesn't so much right now. Okay, beautiful energy here, so yeah, embrace that with this beautiful, I love energy to help you move through this next week, 2 weeks, whatever, as long as you need her or want that energy. We have the power to be in that energy anyway, and to create it. Anyway, I need to go, and because they're just going moving along, so I think that message is for you too. Anyway, bye for now, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Cool.